What is up, guys? MotoXMike here, and today I'm back with another brand new video. And again, I'm sorry for not uploading a lot lately, guys. I sort of got a little bit of a promotion at my job today, so yeah, that's sort of nice. But again, I've been working a lot lately, and that's sort of been chewing up my time. Also been working on my dirt bikes and shit, so yeah, that's what a lot of my time has been spent on. But I'm making you guys an awesome video today on Black Ops 3 Zombies, and basically this is how Shadows of Evil and everything and the Giant is all connected to like Mob of the Dead and Derice. So basically I'm just going to start. I have a whole list of things I'm going to go through right now. So if you guys have ever like seen like, you know, the Origins map for Black Ops 2, the final DLC Zombies map for Black Ops 2, if you ever seen any pictures of like Richtofen, Takio, Dempsey, and Nikolai all together, you can see on Richtofen's body there's actually vials of blood, and there's numbers on them that are the same numbers as two of the characters or cast members from Mob of the Dead. They're on their prisoner uniforms. So that, I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard of that, or if you didn't remember it just off the top of your head, it probably rang a bell. I mean, that's like one of the main things that was sort of sparking some theories for Black Ops 2 Zombies and how it's all connected. So again, frickin' Richtofen has two vials of blood from a couple of the actual Mob of the Dead characters. So this is all going to be tying into a bunch of stuff here, so just hold your horses. So next, in the actual intro cutscene for Mob of the Dead, you know, Weasel, he sort of did his little song and dance routine, they called it, and to lure in the warden so he could shank the hell out of him, and which he actually ended up turning into a zombie. But anyways, Weasel, he said, you gotta get the doc. Now basically this is all tying into something here. So the doc, who do we know that's the doc? Well, first of all, the main doc is Richtofen. Now everyone thought that there's nothing at all tied into Mob of the Dead, but a lot of this information I'm going to be telling you sort of leads towards how it is tied into it. Now, obviously, Richtofen, he somehow had something to do with vials of blood from the actual freaking Mob of the Dead characters. Now, why? I'm going to get into that later, but again, he sort of was doing his song and dance routine, Weasel was, and basically he was sort of trying to lure him in somehow, and he's talking about getting the doc. So he might have accidentally slipped that out, sort of, you know. He's trying to come up with something to sort of lure in the warden so he could shank him. So keep that in mind. So the next thing sort of on the agenda here, if you're actually playing as Weasel, you can hear him say that he keeps hearing the name Nikolai when you're actually shooting zombies with the ray gun. Now that's freaking crazy. You might not get that every time that you'll be able to hear that when you're shooting zombies with the ray gun. It's just one of those random quotes he says. But again, the Weasel, he says that when he says he keeps hearing or thinking the name Nikolai when you shoot zombies with the ray gun in Mob of the Dead. Now, how this sort of comes into play here is that Richtofen somehow could have drugged them with some sort of hallucinogenic drug. And this has something to do with Shadows of Evil too, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, the Mob of the Dead characters could have been tested on. That's why he has their blood on like some sort of hallucinogenic drugs, so that they could think that they're actually like fighting zombies. They could be on some sort of freaking bath salts. Bath salts in real life, they freaking make you nuts and think you're like getting chased by people or you're seeing monsters and shit. Numerous times I've seen on the news in real life that people that were on bath salts thought they were seeing like monsters and shit, and they're getting chased or chasing shit or something. But that's a huge possibility, and this is the same with Shadows of Evil. By the trailer for Zombies for Black Ops 3, the Shadows of Evil map, there's freaking crazy ass shit in it. There's like freaking, just like Mob of the Dead. Basically everything in the prison sort of changed in a split second. You can see in the intro cutscene, it just changed in a split second to a demonic hell with shit torn up and candles all around and like ritual sort of formations and shit all over the place slung about. It makes sense that it's all like a freaking hallucinations and shit imposed by a hallucinogenic drug. So that's all a possibility. And the same thing with Shadows of Evil, that all that shit is all like fake. Like freaking aliens, three-headed aliens and flying aliens and shit. I mean, it's all basically fake shit that could possibly been induced by a hallucinogenic drug, and they were all basically given it, and they're all like stuck that way, and they think there's shit like that going on, and we play as them, so we see what's going on their point of view. So that's a huge possibility. Again, this is all just a theory, but one more thing on sort of like the Shadows of Evil side of things is in the actual Black Ops 3 Zombies trailer, like reveal trailer, that sort of showcased the Shadows of Evil map. Basically, on this one section of it, I don't have a picture or nothing for you guys, but this one part of it, basically, it says in German. You can't even really see the first part, which is actually in German, which translates to Lower Silesia, and the other section of it in German says Stahlwerk, which also means factory in English. So Lower Silesia Factory is actually basically, Lower Silesia is the location of Dries, or the area Dries is in, and Stahlwerk means factory, and Dries is a factory for like 935 sort of creations. So again, that's sort of a really important thing that was sort of hidden in the trailer. So again, this could be another thing. They're sort of hallucinating and they're seeing that shit because they're drugged by sort of like 935's like craziest persons, and otherwise known as Edward Richtofen. But again, it's all just a theory. But another thing that sort of could possibly be in with this, in my last video, I'm not sure if I talked about this or not. I don't think I did, but in the giant intro cutscene, Takio actually said, the Origins Takio, he said to awaken the test subjects to Richtofen. So basically, who the test subjects could be, again, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my last video. If you haven't already seen that, make sure you check it out after you watch this. Basically, who those could be is possibly the original, like, Takio, Dempsey, and Nikolai, who were actually tested on by Richtofen, and Richtofen turns them into super soldiers to help him get all the shit to blow up the world and take control of the zombies and everything. So that's another huge possibility that Dries and everything is all tied into this, and possibly Richtofen was testing the drugs on him and shit, if there's freaking drugs involved with this. Freaking Call of Duty Zombies drug bust here. So again, that was from the sort of the giant intro cutscene trailer. One other thing I've sort of been thinking about is sort of like a theory is, I mean, Treyarch could basically be like Trollarching us, sort of like with all the awesome gameplay, we actually don't even see what's actually like happening in all of it. I mean, we're playing, killing the zombies, we're so focused on that, we're not actually looking at all the shit that could be like possible extensive Easter eggs and why all this is happening. So that's sort of everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any comments on this, like if you have any theories, make sure you comment them below. And if you're hyped for Black Ops 3 Zombies, make sure you leave a like on this video. And that's that. Subscribe if you're new around here and if you want to see more videos like this. I've been trying to pump out as many videos as I can lately, but again, I've been working a lot and working on my dirt bikes and shit. So anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon in another brand new video.